That is beyond description. I had sworn to myself on the flight over that my one display of emotion for the last 10 years was at my announcement, but it's going to be hard for me to restrain this evening yet, so I'll do my best. Keep this very short. You're not here to see or hear me. You're here to see Governor Daniels and honor our party and our local officials. As I look out in the audience and see so many people, if I ask everybody in here who has been significant in my life, including several members of my family, to stand up, it would only be a handful of people who wouldn't. And so I cannot begin to describe how grateful I am for you and for what you've been for me and my family and our career over 44 years. I also, when I was walking up, I was passing the opposite way as those who were here picketing. And while to all of us, or any of us, there's always parts of policy we agree and some we don't, what occurred to me more than anything else is what a great nation we have. Most areas in the world, either those individuals or us here would be incarcerated. In most of the world, free speech is not only not honored, it's illegal. And I think that's one of the great things about America and the reason I have hope for the future. I said I'd be very brief, so I will. Remember, my brother's here somewhere. I won't ask him or my son Buzz or whoever else in the family to stand up. But I remember in 1968, Bob Finfrock, who was later to be my boss and then my law partner, just chosen not to run for re-election as a precinct committeeman in Cunningham 18, which is ironically where my brother Tom now serves. It's not the same precinct, but the same area. And I remember him being out with his friend Rory Stauber passing out brochures for my election as a write-in for precinct committeeman. That started a career and a friendship and a really love affair with Champaign County and everything that we are here, and the area for everything that we are here. And frankly, for 44 years, not because of my greatness, but because of your greatness and those like you around the central Illinois and the southeast, southwest Illinois, I've been blessed to have had 44 years of incredible opportunities and a blessing. And quite frankly, it wouldn't have been or is the case without you. And as I look to the next 44 years, and I hope to be around for some significant portion of that time, but at least to the indefinite future, I look to see the young people in this room and to see what the future holds for you. I know that whoever is chosen to run for this seat in my place will win handily. Mark Sheldon, my chief of staff, is fond of saying that this district is recent poll says is 19% liberal. Their opponent, Mr. Gill, is 100% liberal. And my expectation is that we're going to not only hold the seat, we're going to hold it indefinitely. I'm also looking to the future of our country. And I am not optimistic, but at the same time, I'm hopeful. I believe that our party leadership, and our party principles hold the greatest hope for the future of America. But I have to tell you, folks, that it's not just in our party, but in the spirit that we represent that I have optimism for the future. A yearning for freedom, for decency, and a return to fundamental values that have made this country the great nation that it is, and the uniqueness of America. And I'm convinced that not only here in America, but around the world, we're going to see a reawakening of fundamental values, of recommitment to the things that made us the great nation that we are. And from that standpoint, I really believe that whoever takes my spot, and these younger people who are going to be inheriting our world, have something that they will treasure and that they will enhance. So that rather than be pessimistic about the future, I am guardedly optimistic, and looking around this room and the leadership that's here, the people here, and if I begin to name people here who are going to be future leaders of this state or this area or this nation, I would be describing half the tables here. But I'm optimistic that we're leaving it in good hands. I'm not going to retire from the human race, nor am I going to retire from my commitment to the Republican Party or things that we stand for. I'm simply going to put it in a different phase. And I'm looking forward to do whatever I can to be helpful to you all, to my successor, to the party, and to the great principles that we represent. Governor Daniels, we're honored to have you here. I'm honored to have served as your congressman. I'm going to do it for another 9 months. And I'd simply say, as Jen White, who gave the invocation and is such a good friend, said, God has really blessed us, and I really mean that. God has blessed us with unique opportunities, a unique nation, and frankly, a great party with great people. And I wish you all Godspeed, and I look forward to continuing my relationship for many, many years. Thanks for letting me be here, and thanks for letting me serve you.